Hello, everybody. 360. Wow, November 2nd already. And yes, we're flying high. November's a big month. There is electricity in the air. Let me go to my YouTube channel. I'll turn you over to Red, and I'll be back.
Hello. How is everyone? Good to be here on 360. First off, apologies for cutting off the end of my live. I had Wi-Fi problems. We've got a bit of a storm coming through the UK at the moment, and it knocked me out. And I was in full flow as well, and it just went anyway. We got a good show for you here today. I've made a couple of notes. Chris, as always, has got nothing. He said, guys, I've got absolutely nothing. So we'll hand it over to him and come back in half an hour, and he should just about be finished after he's done all that. But as always, guys, you are in the right place for the up-to-date news of On Passive. We do this every single Wednesday, and we are determined to make sure that if you want to know anything about On Passive 360 is the place to come to get the correct and right information. I'm now going to hand it over to the man himself, Mr. Chris Hey Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Ed. Thank you, Marty. Both looking splendid today. Got you, didn't I? Like I said, I got nothing, but I do have a passive. So that means I have everything to try to trick in Marty here. I do want to say thank you to all my fans, Timmy Johnson, my personal director, that we get to have some fun with Red and Marty. I'm actually enjoying it. Myself and Marty jumped onto an Indian webinar today to say a few things. And all they wanted to talk about, Chris, we just love what you're doing to Red and Marty. So if you guys really enjoy that, we can keep it up. I'm enjoying it. I know Red's enjoying it. I know Don is enjoying it. Marty, I don't know about Marty, but everyone's having fun. So that's what it's about. We don't always have all the information, but if we don't, we're going to find a way at least to keep you smiling, keep you happy, to keep you on the right path to where you're going. So Marty DeGarmo, I can't find my YouTube. Back to you, or over there, wherever you are. Oh, wait. I got a note. Happy birthday to Dixie Crabtree. Happy birthday to you, Crabtree. Happy birthday to you, Crabtree. Happy birthday, dear Crabtree. Happy birthday to you. All right, Marty, back to you.
You did say crabby tree, okay? Anyway, let me do a couple shout outs to some people. Kiwi Marge, how you doing? Robert Guthrie, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tanya on Passive, hello. Judith Bahome, engineer Big Mike is in the house. John Barella. We have Kevin Mountain Man Rutledge is here. Diane Sidner, welcome. Sean David Switzer, we got your back, David. And Stephen Callahan and Eric Kessler is in the house. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Red's going to give a couple shout outs and we'll get started.
I was muted. Hang on. I just got to bring up my YouTube. Marty was way faster than he normally is. And I'm just waiting to get my YouTube up. Go for a bit longer, Marty. Yeah, okay. Mine's not up yet.
Anyway, I am going to get started a little bit. Couple things. I got a cough too. We went to the Indian webinar, and not just to go to India, it's everybody. Ash brought up KYC last week, the week before, mainly last week, and it caused a panic with some people. I want to tell you, everybody that's watching this today, tomorrow, whatever, if you're engaged, you're not going to be left behind. When you need to know, you will know. I know people panic every time they hear something new. It's just like if Ash comes out with another product that they're working on, everybody thinks, that's it. We're not going to launch until 2025. No, it doesn't mean that. They do more than one thing at a time, okay? They do many things at a time. Ash goes from one part of the company to the next part of the company to the next part of the company. He's got like an octopus. He's got everything going on at the same time. So don't worry about that. Red, are you ready?
I certainly am.
Go for
Actually,
it, Marty.
Gina Lever said as well that YouTube took a while to load for her, so maybe there's something going on. But it doesn't matter because I'm in my channel now, so let's say a few hellos. We'll start with Kiwi Marge, you're up and late and here as well. Lovely Pat Parent and Sheikh Sadid Islam and Long, you're here. Amola Hodas, James Black, Joe Sordo and Yin Yang 44444444. We've also got Steve Callahan and Alejandro Janet is here as well. Spero Benes and Cheryl Bess is here as well. We got Kurt Eddy, Greg McFarlane, Pam Turner, Josie Ray, and Anita B. Happy. Hello to you, Ken Pringle, Juanita Ali and Joe Whistler, Daniel Coparose, I think that is, Manoj Jacobs. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Fatima is in the house. Hello to you, lovely. Erin Frost, Wanda Cooper, Kevin, the big man from Illinois, Rutledge is here as well. Marek Schweitzer, Peter Dutko, and Greg McFarland. The lovely M. Kaylee, couple more, Satya V, Delisa Christie, and last one goes to James Hawkins. Back over to you, Marty.
Oh, why do you always forget me?
Go ahead,
Well, I
Chris.
haven't said anything yet. I was just saying hello. And
Hey,
I
listen,
thought
I'm
Marty
gonna
hadn't
say-
finished.
No, everything that Red just read is pretty much on my list too. So that's the truth, Red. I went over. So all you are doubling up. You're getting a little wiser in this technical world. So thank you.
They want a double shout out, you see.
Yeah,
That's what it
I
is.
know. Okay, here, Kevin Rutledge, because I love that guy and everyone else. Anyway,
Cynthia Brown said I forgot her. So hello, Cynthia.
oh, Cynthia Brown. Okay.
Sorry.
First of all, welcome all the YouTuber channels. We appreciate you all, no matter where you're listening. Please like and subscribe to all the channels, not just one, get them all, because every time we do something like this, or we do a special live to let you something know, it broadcasts on all those channels and something might come up where you're busy and it'll pop up in your phone, but it's really a good idea. All right, Marty, back to you. I'm good. Hello, everybody.
All right, beautiful. A few more people joined. Bitmata, hello. Holly Bugs is in the house. Paul Gottlieb, Karina Lance, Corinne's in the house, and Gina Leva said, I finally found you, Marty. I guess things are moving kind of slow on
How do you miss?
YouTube.
How do you miss Marty?
Anyway, like I was saying, don't worry about things that are coming. When they get here, it'll be easily to understand. I know people get in a panic. Listen, this is what we've been looking for. We're looking for things to move and change. It's happening. We are now in a different chapter of Unpassive. We're going to see things week after week after week after week, I believe. And the stacking of the cool will be like we've never seen before. He's done it many times before. Obviously, triple stacking the cool last week when he introduced O-Media, it blew me away. I mean, I expect the best, but they were top notch, no doubt about it. It felt good. I was proud that I was in Unpassive. I always have been, but it just keeps adding that layer of, man, I'm glad I'm here. This is unbelievable. And, as soon as you think, and as says it, you don't know anything yet. Wait, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And I'm thinking, well, how the frick is it going to get better? Well, he's right. It gets better every week. As you know, here we are in November. We know that the 20th of this month, or 21st, I think it's the 20th, the World Cup starts. We have a large package of marketing through BN Sports. That should be pretty exciting. I'm looking at ways to where I can watch it. I wasn't a big soccer fan before, but I think it'd be neat to see it, especially if I know that the company that I'm part of is being shown to so many people at one time. It's surreal, that's for sure. And keep in mind, tomorrow at 12 noon, we have the corporate webinar, and it fills up fast. We no longer go, wonder if it's going to get close to 20. It pegs 20. I mean, within 5 after the hour, it'll be full. So if you want in, get in. Don't worry, though. There'll be a written update. Best updates I've ever seen between the people that put it together and then they put it in the back office. It's they miss nothing. The recording will be there. So if you can't make it because of work or whatever, everybody's got a life. Everything will be back there for you to catch up. And Red will do a follow-up the next day, and so will I. So you definitely won't be left behind. I'm expecting big things, but I expect big things every week. Don't go in there with, I think this, I think that, think nothing. Go in and enjoy what we're about to hear, because it's going to be earth-shattering, I believe. Anyway, here's Red.
Thanks, Marty. A couple of quick hellos who have come in. Mark Christie, thank you for joining the Tea Club. And also Sean, the man, Cyrus, as in the Casa. So I'm going to follow up and talk just a little bit about what I was talking about Wednesday. On my live. Wednesday means another new website. Now, I was talking on my live about the websites and about actually how important they are as the first port of call as far as On Passive is concerned. Now, don't forget, everything to do with On Passive has been built by design. That means that everything has been well thought out. Now, if you were on the webinar last week, the corporate webinar, we heard from the O Media team. And one of the things they were saying is that before they do anything in O Media, they have a brainstorm. They have a little bit of a meeting, no matter how small it is or how big it is. They have a little bit of a meeting about it first. Why? So that they make sure they have covered everything. So they make sure that everything that they are going to do is the best that they can possibly do. Now I go back to the websites. Now, the websites that we're getting at the moment are amazing. I challenge anybody to go anywhere on the internet right now and see websites that are of this caliber and quality, right? You just won't find them. Not with all the moving parts, not with how they look, crisp, clean, working parts, animation, you know, pop-ups. All of this is in our websites. So this is how it's going to work. Okay, and like I said, this is being done by design. The first thing people do is then they hear about On Passive. Now they're going to do this from the advertising, and if you noticed, there's a few bits and pieces going around at the moment from beIN Sports have already started advertising On Passive. Yes, it was on the Arabic channel. That's why you see the lettering in Arabic, but the On Passive logo is there. That will go across all of the languages that beIN cover, by the way. It's not all going to be in Arabic. It's going to be in English, maybe, I believe, also French and Spanish as well, because that is the regions that they hit. These people are going to think, what's this On Passive thing? I've heard about it. So what exactly is it? Where do you think they're going to go? They're going to get onto Mr. Google. They're going to get onto Mr. YouTube. And they're going to have a little bit of a look around, aren't they? Up pops onpassive.com, or even one of our YouTubes, or even one of your websites, or whatever it may be. They're going to click on that. They're going to see that website. Now, that first person who sees it, they're going to go looking around it because it draws you in. It makes you want to have a look. What is this all about? So you have a little bit of a search around. That person is then going to tell his mate down the road, hey, you should have a look at this. It's really cool. They go in the next day. What they're going to see? Brand new website. Okay. They are going to be impressed. That's just from the website. Now, what happens? They think, oh, let's have a little look at this On Passive thing. They put in their details, either through a link, okay, might be yours, might be the company's, whatever it may be, but that is a founder. That's a founder, guys, on the rotator. That's one of us. They go in. That person then is instantly in your organization. But more than that is, they will then go into the OBS, the On Passive desktop that we have for that, the business solution, the On Passive business solution, which is the back office in other effects. They are going to be blown away. I talked about it as the wow factor. Everything that happens is a wow factor, but you have to be a little bit careful. And I gave this analogy on my live. When you go to the fireworks display, okay, we've got November the 5th coming up in the UK. We go and see fireworks. The very first firework rocket that goes up, we all go, wow, looks amazing, doesn't it? Now, if you put 4 of the same fireworks up, okay, one after another, you go, you've seen it once and it doesn't wow you anymore, does it? What OnPassive is going to do is they are going to trickle it out. They're going to wow people all the time. But more importantly, what it does is it makes people want to know the next thing. What is the next thing? Apple are the prime example of this. They make the customer want to know about their next product. Price, immaterial. It makes zero difference. Why? Because they want to know. They want to have it. This is what we are trying to breed within OnPassive. That wow factor, that I want to see the next thing. I want to learn more. I want to see this. This is what we will be doing in OnPassive. How? Get them in there. Rule number 1, you can't sell anything to anybody unless they are there. That is why we're coming out with the free products first. Okay, so that people can come into the ecosystem, they can look, they can see, they can be wowed. They are going to love it, what they are there. Why? Because they're going to see technology that they have never seen before. They're going to see products that they are used to seeing. Now, myself, Chris and Marty have been very lucky this week to have a little sneak peek of a live demo of OConnect. You guys are going to be absolutely wowed. You're going to say, oh my God, I can't believe OConnect does that. That's what you're going to say. I was like, you are kidding me. OConnect does that. What do you think a customer's going to do when they're already using a similar product, but it does so much more at less than what they are paying right now? They're going to be wowed. They're going to be amazed. They're going to tell their friends. The list goes on about how they are going to be. But the beauty about it is once they are there, this is when the magic happens. This is when OnPassive gets to work on our behalf. The person's there. They can then feed these people ideas, offers, new products, all of the above, because they are in the OnPassive ecosystem. But remember, they can only ever get there through our link. I've got a couple more things to say. Yeah, stop guessing, okay? Accept the process. And it seems like pending founders is over. Right, let's have a little think about what I can ask now. I've been getting loads of people saying, I understand this, Red, but what happens about this? And if we do that, can I do this? Just chill, guys. Relax. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to get left behind. Everything's going to be explained. We're all going to know all at the same time. So there's no point in guessing. That's it from me. And I didn't have anything. Chris?
I really don't have anything, but I'm going to think of something. Very good, Red. Lots of information. I'm going to announce the winner to the pumpkin contest, not today. I'm going to do it tomorrow because I know we're going to be locked out at 20,000 people. I'm going to remind you all to please sign in at least an hour early. You can still sign in on your computer because I had, 15,000 people texting all, so I can't get in. Yes, that's going to happen when we only have 20,000 max, and we're filling that up before the live event even starts tomorrow, actually, or the Zoom, I'm saying. And that's what we're waiting for OConnect. But I'm going to touch on what Red was saying here about the fireworks, because he kind of, we must have been thinking alike today a little bit. Back in what did we say? 1960, the first rocket launched in space from USA. All right. The entire USA was looking up. They were glued to their television. They were looking in the sky. And I'm going to let you know that's exactly what's going to happen when Unpassive launches. When we do this big marketing thing here for when the World Cup, everyone's going to be watching because 1,400,000 people have been talking about Unpassive for the last 4+ years. Maybe some of you newer than like Red, because Red's an old guy anyway. We know that. He's been here since the beginning. Now, people have been listening to Red Redford, Marty DeGarmo, myself for the last few years over and over and over again. All right. There's people out there who really want us to fail, but we already know we won, which I think we all love. But there's also people out there who's sitting at the edge of their seat going, gosh, I can't wait for this to happen. Wow. 1963 is when we had the first people land on the moon. Right, Red? Is that what we said, 63? All right. No, Marty, no, it wasn't 63, 62, 64. You know what? Okay, we had people land on the moon in the 60s somewhere. 69? Okay, all right. I think he's wrong, Red. You think he's wrong? Yeah, you're muted. I can't hear you. Anyway,
it was 69. He said, and he actually said, I think it's June, July-ish.
Yeah, okay, that's right. He did. I apologize there, Kojak. So anyway, and if you remember, I remember. I mean, I was 5 years old, I think, in 1969. I can remember looking at the TV. I was amazed. Oh my gosh, look at this. Do you know how many people are going to be amazed when they see us on the television? Just in November, when they see it through BN Sports, seeing it passive, because we tried telling these people, but the people that already know, that's where the shock and awe is going to come in. Because even me, I'm going to be in shock and awe, like, there it is. And I'm going to be shaking in my boots with excitement. But to the people that out there that have said just not so nice things to us that were crazy, I'm going to show you what crazy looks like here in a few short weeks. Okay, because us people that you call crazy have tried and talked about it for the last 4 years to completely change your life, get into something that's brand new. And that for me is going to be the shock and awe, because those individuals, they might have their feelings hurt a little bit. That's okay. Ash Mafara, to me, I'll say it again, is the most giving guy in the world. He's going to give people the opportunity to become resellers. All right. I'm still amazed by that. It seems like Ash Mafara always finds a way to keep giving. And I bet Marty and Red will back me on that, because every time something ends, he comes up with something different. All right, we missed those people. We could get them here. And that's what the reseller position is going to be. You're all going to be customers, even you naysayers. All right. Because a lot of people use the Z product I won't mention. When you get O Connect, you're going to be blown away by it. And if you want to stick with the old horse, we got a new horse. It's called Unpassive, and he's smooth and he's fast and he's beautiful. But if you want to stick with the old iron horse, you go right ahead. We'll be riding off into the future with the best technology in the world. And I'm really thinking that how proud I am how I stuck with this. There's never been a time, and since I started, it's like, wow, no way. I've always said yes, because I still believe everything is possible. And I'll say it again. If we could put a man on the moon, if we could put spaceships or rockets to Mars, anything is possible. And that's exactly how Ash Mafar thinks. Anything is impossible. And I'm going to tell you what, in the next few months, you're going to see things that you thought were impossible, possible. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Nothing.
Nothing. I know that's what I was just going to say.
I really had nothing. I just thought about it. That's the truth.
Nothing.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry, Chris. We didn't listen to you anyway. I was thinking, like Red said, the websites. I've seen my share of websites in the last 20, 30, 40 years. Okay. And he's right. They are unbelievable. And it means a lot to people outside of our company when they come up and look at the design, how it flows, how it moves. I mean, there's little moving parts in the background, a crane. I was like, man, this is amazing. You click on it, it just flows, and how it goes from page to page automatically. it makes you proud. It really makes you proud. I don't know any other way to say it, because you know you're part of it. You know you were there. We should be extremely overwhelmed. Don't get nervous though. I believe now with all my heart that what we see is nothing compared to what's coming, and that's okay. I prepared myself the best I can. I don't know in English language how to sum everything up to really give it justice, but I will tell you that I believe for the first time, and I said this on the webinar the other night, is all through the history of mankind, especially during the revolution of building big machinery, Ford, Carnegie with steel, the Wright brothers, electricity and all that. When that started, it seemed that the money that came into a company trickled down. And the people at the top had a filter, and the filter caught a lot of the big bucks. And the second part was another filter, and there was a few quarters and nickels. Then the people at the bottom just got the crumbs that were left. And mankind has gone that way for 100 years or more. And I think for the first time in history, a company was built to reign from the ground up. And I think the filters will be set by the average person. And they're going to get the dollars and the bigger money for the first time in the history of any business. And it will trickle up. And to me, that's just amazing. It's absolutely, I was thinking about these average, billions of people make $10 a day or something. Could you imagine? We talk about the big money. I mean, I know there's people going crazy, but just put a little reality to it. Some guy, some lady living in a country that maybe I know when I was in Russia, they made $100 a month, some crazy thing. Can you imagine them doubling that and then tripling, then quadrupling, $500 a month for my brothers and sisters in Papua New Guinea? It's life-changing for them. It's culture changing. Because they are family oriented, that kind of money going to those people, you know they're going to share. You know they're going to share, and it will multiply. So whatever the thing that has started of giving, fill your tank, get what you want. It's like the oxygen tank in a plane. It falls down. You're supposed to put it on you first, because what good does it do if you pass out and can't help the person next to you? So you fill your tank, you fill your stuff, and then when you can, if you're that person, which I believe OnPassive has more of those type of giving people than any other company that has ever assembled. And the reason is because of the way it was designed. The biggest server of people is the CEO, and we mimic him. It's not like we're all trying to do what we can. The CEO's looking out for himself. He's the biggest servant of all. So all we can do is follow him and copy him. But it's not an accident. Money OnPassive didn't make Red Redford. It didn't make Chris Johnson, but it let us magnify who we are. Because if you notice, the people that never cared with the heart, they never got in. They didn't have vision. What do you mean? You're going to do what? For how long? And get what? Nobody's going to do that. But because of the technology and the artificial intelligence and how it was set up, all of the people that said no will be in. They have no choice. It's the way it is. They're going to look for value. They're going to look for something that's state of the art. Let me tell you, if you could go into a back office, any back office of OnPassive, and push a button and beam yourself to any other part of the company without logging out and logging back in, trust me, not only are we going to do well, I don't want to say how much money, but we do well, we're going to cut back the time it takes to do that. We're going to be able to run a whole empire in seconds. Click, 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 you're done. The other day, Asmufaro had his hand up and he's counting. He wanted to know how many clicks it took to go from where they were to the final place he wanted to be. And people's like, what is that? That's detail. That's detail that goes here. You don't talk about it. It goes here automatically. And you go, well, I just did all that in 5 seconds. Let me tell you, when I marketed online, besides costing me a fortune or Dan Street a fortune, I didn't have any money. I found out that all the little apps and all the little things you do, you have to bridge them together. Facebook will let you spend $1 million a month on ads. But to get the leads from Facebook to where you want them, you have to get a bridge. I don't tell people that. So you got to find out a bridge to try to get the names and whatever back over. Then when you get them, because Facebook doesn't declare that you're a human being, the information about the person, even if you think it's targeted, isn't real. Because they don't have to be real. So you target somebody, a guy 30 to 40 years old, he's working Fortune 500 companies, and come to find out he's 85 years old, nothing wrong with being old. He's been retired forever, and you're targeting him on something that has to do with age. It's a crook, it's a crime. Everything about marketing or websites or how they did anything was absolutely should be a crime. I remember in a business with Red, the guy running it would tell people, man, you're doing a great job. And in reality, he lied to them. They weren't doing a great job. He made them believe they were. Why? Because I need this poor lady and poor man to put another $150 a month into my bank because I haven't launched this thing for a year. Yeah, that was 1 year, and we paid over $100 a month. And it never launched. It hasn't launched today. And I look at this. I paid $97 almost 4 years ago. It's embarrassing. I was given a multi-billion-dollar company, business potential, for $97. I'm not even going to tell anybody, right? It's embarrassing. So be happy with what you have. And if you think it's better and bigger and maybe you don't understand, you know why you don't understand? Because somebody giving us this for $97, it doesn't make sense. So don't try to make sense of it. Just enjoy the ride. Be proud of what you have. And we haven't seen anything yet. We haven't. We see little glimpses here, maybe a picture, a back office, something, and you're going, what the freak? And I'm asked, what do you think? I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. And guess what? Every month after month after month, a new product's going to come out. And like Red said, in high demand, nobody cares the price. It's obvious. Here you go. They changed the color, add $200. There's nothing wrong with the one you're getting rid of, but you get a new one, you'll pay for it. You'll stand in line for 2 days. It's crazy. And on passive, you can get 5 of these for that, and it'll fly across the sky for you or some crazy thing from technology. So anyway, that's all I have right now. I'll turn it over to Red.
Fantastic, Marty, and Chris as well. You know, a lot of people say to us when we come on 360, how do you guys gel so much? How do you just let it flow and talk the way you talk and, you know, it all makes sense? Well, really, it's because we are friends, first and foremost. We get on extremely well. We talk a lot together. But I think more importantly is that we all have the same passion and belief in this company. When you are talking about something that you love, that you believe in, that you have a lot of passion about, then talking about it is very easy. It feels like you're in your living room with your friends talking about something to somebody that you really want them to understand how you personally feel about something. And this is, I think, the beauty about what on Passive 360 is, as far as I'm concerned, is that we're in a position now with what we are doing to try and relay to you guys out there how we feel personally about this business. There is no airs and graces about us, guys. We are just normal, everyday people trying to do the best for ourselves, the best for you, but more importantly, we want to do the best for our business, and that is on Passive. And I think every single person who is trying to do the best for the business is the reason why we are destined for great success. Because when you have everybody who's involved in On Passive, whether it be the founder, whether it be the technician, whether it be the guys in O Media, whether it be the person who is on the security at the front gate, when they are passionate about what they are doing for the right reasons, they're going to tell somebody. They are going to defend it until the day they die because they believe in it so much. And that's why I think when we all come together here, it's like a family. It feels good. It feels relaxed. It's easy. There is no sheet that you got to read off or, you know, anything like that. You feel it in here and you say it. We bounce off each other. Somebody says something, you go, ah, yeah, I can do it, you know, and that brings a memory up of something else. And this is why I think 360 works so well, because we are like-minded. Why? Because of our belief and passion in On Passive. That's all I've got, Chris.
I got nothing, man. I want to say thank you for having so much. And it's not that I don't have anything. It's just I want to save a little bit more for each day. If I give you the whole pie, all right, that's no fun. Give you a little piece here. All I'm going to tell you is...
Looks like you ate it to me.
Yeah, I did. Oh, and I got a lot of Halloween candy left here too. But look at it this way. The only thing I could say is the more and more I think about sleeping and making money, that always really, really excites me. Those of you on here, you all know how hard you worked for the jobs you had in the past. Maybe now it's no fun going to work. That's the old way. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the old way. The new way is the impassive way. And I'm gonna bet you're gonna see a lot of companies try to follow us, but we're gonna be so far ahead that they're not gonna be able to keep up. So that's what I'm real proud about. Unpassive is way ahead of the game. And it's just fun. Just imagine a passive like you're playing bingo. You all played bingo, right? And the word they're looking to spell out unpassive. Oh, give me an O. There's an O. And you know we're all gonna win. And sooner or later, ONPASSIVE is all going to be spelled out in front of you. And this entire family is going to yell out, bingo. And I think that's what you're going to see November 20th. And then it's going to keep going and going and going. Like I said, there's no cap. Sleep as much as you want. Make as much as you want. There's no cap. If you love to sleep, sleep all you want. But if you got to go to work, you know you can't go to sleep. But with a passive, you're going to be able to chill a little bit. And that's what I love. All I got. I really have nothing today, guys. So back to you, Marty DeGarmo.
You're so good when you have nothing. I want to tell you that. You're a champion when you have nothing. So every time you say it, I know it's going to be a good show. I want to add one thing. If you go and you research where the industry tells each other they need to go, it spells out on passive. They say you have to go after talent. Boom. What did we see last Thursday, Friday? What about our CEO? They say you have to focus on value. Boom. What do? Now, everybody knows this. All the boardrooms in the world know this. But are they willing to give up a little bit of this to get value and the highest technology in the world? I don't think so. So this phenomenon we call on passive is going to shock the world in a good way. It's going to wake up some old fogies sitting around a table smoking cigars and go, well, what do? Get on a life preserver is what you need to do. You need to save yourself. Maybe you could take the next ride, because I'm telling you, it's here. It's a different breed. I spent a year and a half comparing, because that's all we know. It finally got into my bone marrow. There's no comparison. Now I want to tell people, you say, well, what am I going to do? Do you want to build this afterwards? I do. I will. You want to? No, I can't. I don't like marketing. Let me tell you something. And I'm passive. You mentioned marketing, you're a blockhead. If you mention, I've got something for you that'll change your life, and you tell them, listen, if you're going to write me from now on, don't write me at Gmail, write me at this address, because This address is from O'Mail. It's free. It's high technology. It's secure. I will be there. So if you write me, this is my new address. Guaranteed, if you don't offer it, they'll want it. And when they want it, you say, well, here's how you get it. The same with every free product that OnPassive has. There's a way to do that. Let me tell you something. I could market a little bit. Okay, we built big teams, but I never had the confidence I do now. You have to bluff your way through. You have to sell stuff out in the cold world, stuff you may not really like. You may not have a passion for. Me spreading the news about OnPassive will be as simple as apple pie. Trust me. Somebody comes to me, I got this, I got that. You got trash. You got nothing but garbage. Now, they don't have to like it. Oh, that's your, no, it's not my opinion. Facts. I'm going to talk to you about facts. Do you have this? No. Boom. Shut the freak up. Do you have unlimited? No. Fight me. Do you have value like this? Can you take a webinar service like this, unlimited, for that price? No. Big bite me. I mean, facts are facts. If we go by facts, we're going to see what we have and what nobody, second to none, has. There will be no competition. Get that in your head. And I don't give a rat's ass if you do anything or not. You don't have to. But if you want to, this is the easiest business to share in the world. By far. I mean, no comparison. And I can't believe I just said rat's ass. But anyway, that's all I have. And you guys don't have anything else. I'm sorry.
I can't believe there's a few more words added to the OnPassive dictionary.
And nobody, and I mean nobody's got, no other company's got a Marty DeGarmo right there.
Exactly.
Facts.
And I want to apologize.
Big bite me.
I should have said, rat's ass. Anyway, if we don't have anything else, we're going to go. I'm sorry. I get crazy sometimes. But this is what happens with 360. You feed off each other. Somebody says something, you're going, oh yeah, you're right. And I you know why the passion is from all of us? Because we've been there and we've done that. And I've seen people that couldn't bring in 3 people if they had $100, right? I mean, they just can't. And they were lied to. They spent every cent they had. They had to go back to their wife and their husband and said, I spent $150 on this business because I thought it could help us. And it did nothing but beat them down like dogs. And I hated it. So this is a new world, a new era. Oh, man, my phone is blowing up. Anyway, that's all I have. You guys done?
Yeah. It's probably Ashley. I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't very professional. I'm sorry. That's Marty DeGarmo. I'm not representing the company during those sentences, okay? Anyway,
Marty,
I'll see y'all.
You guys understand the excitement in what Marty's saying. He's telling you,
exactly.
Guys, you're all set. Stop worrying. Let things happen. That's what's coming out of his mouth and what I hear. He's saying, we have the greatest of the greatest of the greatest, and it's never going to stop. So be happy, smile, love each other, and let's get it on. All right, Marty.
And serve others. Push somebody above yourself. It's a big company. We can all have room at the top. Stop looking like he's got, she's got. Bite me. I'll see you all.